Looking at buying Virgin Media's Gig1 broadband plan. In this video, we've reviewed Virgin Media Gig1 to see if it's any good. We've assessed this broadband deal based on its value for money, the router it comes with, and Virgin Media's customer service, among other factors, to see if you should buy it. But before we begin, thanks to 3 for sponsoring this video. 3 5G home broadband offers a fast way to get online for a very low monthly cost. Their 5G router comes with unlimited data and is really easy to get set up with. There's no engineer visit necessary, and you can test the router and see what 5G speeds you get for 30 days, and return the router if the speeds aren't up to scratch. Make sure to click the link in the description to the 3 website to see if you can get their 5G home broadband deals at your address. Also in the description, make sure to click the link to the Virgin Media website to see what prices they're offering on Gig1 and their other plans at the moment. So Virgin Media Gig1 is the fastest plan they offer at most addresses. It comes with a 1130 megabit download speed and a 104 megabit per second upload speed. They sent you their Hub 5 router. We've looked more at the performance of this router later in the video, and this broadband plan comes with an 18-month contract. Virgin Media operates their own independent broadband network, separate from Openreach, which is the main broadband network in the UK, used by the likes of BT, Sky, Now Broadband, and many more. And with Virgin Media, there's a heap of different add-ons you can choose to include when you buy Gig1. For example, you can get cable TV, including basically every channel you'd ever want to watch, including Sky Sports, and they also have home phone bundles, in case you want to keep using your landline. Plus, because Virgin Media and O2 are now merged into one company, you can often get an O2 SIM card included with Gig1 as well, just in case you're looking for a new phone plan. The download speeds offered by Gig1 are really fast. This is absolutely heaps of bandwidth, more than plenty for most households, even if multiple people are working from home, or you often have 3 or 4 people performing large downloads at the same time. It's also faster than what you can get with most Openreach providers, such as BT. With companies like BT and Plusnet, you're limited to a 900 megabit per second maximum download speed, except you can get up to 1600 megabits per second with some Openreach providers in some areas, like EE and Vodafone. But in most places, this is probably the fastest broadband plan you can buy, and Virgin Media's speeds are pretty consistent, in part because the router they're shipping with this is quite a good bit of kit, but we'll talk about that a bit later. The one speed-related issue with Gig1 is your upload speeds aren't going to be amazing. 104 megabit upload speed is pretty fast, and it's more than you'll need most of the time, but other providers that offer similar plans with a similar download speed tend to offer a much faster upload speed than Virgin Media. For example, with HyperOptic, your upload speed will match your download speed, so if you get their 900 megabit plan, your upload speed will be basically 9 times as fast as with Virgin Media. And even with providers like BT, on their 900 megabit per second plan, your upload speed will be a bit faster than this. Virgin Media Broadband offers low latency and is typically a really good choice for gamers. On their Gig1 plan, you can normally expect a latency of about 10 to 20 milliseconds, with 20 being on the high end if you're connected to the router over Wi-Fi. And this is especially true with Gig1, where you get this better Hub 5 router, not the old Hub 3 that they're shipping on their slower plans at the moment. With Gig1, you can expect a really smooth experience, even if you're playing really ping-sensitive games like Counter-Strike. Other games like EAFC will also be really smooth, especially if you can use a wired Ethernet connection to the router. Essentially, Virgin Media Gig1 is a great choice if you want low latency. So as we mentioned before, most Virgin Media broadband plans come with this Hub 3 router. It's been out for a while now, and to be honest, it's a bit outdated. But that isn't the case for the Hub 5, which you get on their Gig1 plan at the moment. The Hub 5 offers Wi-Fi 6, which offers much better speeds and signal, especially over long distance. It also comes with one 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, allowing you to get the full speed from your connection when wired into the router. You're not limited to just a gigabit per second, like you were on the Hub 3. Not to mention, you also get more antennas with the Hub 5, further helping with Wi-Fi performance. Also, on the Gig1 plan, Virgin Media includes a Wi-Fi guarantee, and they'll help you get set up with mesh if you have a large house and you need a bit of extra support to ensure you get good Wi-Fi signal in all the rooms of your house. It's hard to fault Virgin Media when it comes to Wi-Fi, especially when providers like BT are still shipping this old Smart Hub 2 Wi-Fi 5 router, even on their fastest 900 megabit per second plan. But is Virgin Media Gig1 good value for money when you compare it to other similar broadband plans? Basically, it depends on what's available at your address. If your choice is a Virgin Media or Openreach, meaning Virgin Media or BT, Sky, Plusnet, TalkTalk, or another Openreach provider, then Virgin Media is typically very price competitive. You can see here Gig1 costs £41 a month at the moment, while BT's fastest deal costs £45 a month with a slower download speed, and Virgin Media is even cheaper than the cheapest Openreach providers like Plusnet. Again, compared to this price, Virgin Media Gig1 is cheaper while still offering faster download speeds. In most areas, most of the time, the only way Virgin Media gets beaten on price is if you have an altnet at your address, meaning another small independent fibre provider that offers lower prices than Virgin Media and Openreach. For example, if you live in London, you might be able to get Community Fibre Broadband. They offer gigabit speeds, including gigabit upload speeds, for £32 a month, and you can even get speeds of up to 3 gigabits per second on their network. But although Virgin Media is often the cheapest option, they do increase prices every year by quite a decent amount, even if you're in contract. A lot of other providers do this as well, but Virgin Media's price hikes can be a bit more than some other providers. Remember, click the link in the description to the Virgin Media website, as well as the BT and Community Fibre websites, to see which providers offer the best value when you're watching this. Virgin Media's customer service is probably their biggest downside at the moment. Every so often, Ofcom does a big customer satisfaction survey where they ask questions of customers of the major broadband providers, and they also look at their own internal data about customer complaints. As you can see here, Virgin Media has the second highest number of complaints per 100,000 customers, only beaten out by Now Broadband, and more than 50% higher than the industry average. Also, recently, Ofcom has been investigating Virgin Media because customers are having problems cancelling their contracts. There was a period where people couldn't get in touch with Virgin Media, meaning people were essentially locked in, because at the time, you had to contact Virgin Media's customer service to cancel your contract, and Ofcom began tearing into them for this, and rightly so. So if you want really good customer service, Virgin Media Gig1 might not be the best choice. A provider like BT or Plusnet will generally offer a bit better customer support. Make sure to go to the links to these providers in the description to weigh up their deals against Virgin Media Gig1 if you don't mind paying a tiny bit more for better customer service. In many parts of the UK, Virgin Media Gig1 offers the fastest download speeds for the best possible price. The router they include offers good Wi-Fi performance, and if you want add-ons, Virgin Media has a heap of choice. The only real issue really is Virgin Media's customer support. At the moment, according to Ofcom data, other providers like BT and Plusnet perform better, so it's up to you really. Do you want the fastest possible download speed and the best possible price? Or do you want to pay a bit more for better customer service? Remember, make sure to come to the links in the description to see whether Virgin Media offers good value at the moment and to weigh up their deals against other providers like BT and Plusnet. And if you have any questions about choosing a broadband provider, leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.